This is Sparta!
Am I a wargamer? I don't know. I guess I am a wargamer. Hey, my dudes. What's up? Me warm Brian. El Briano. Anyways, first off, I want to thank BlackHawk Tabletop Gaming, Paul.
Aha! Aha!
Formerly Twisted Sniper 42. He's a scale model kit builder too, so it's great to see some scale model kit builders switching over, or getting into the miniature part of the hobby. And then I want to thank Frost and Fist, Mythos and Al.
Well, Lottie frickin' da!
My knuckleheads. They are my knuckleheads. They got a great live feed on Friday nights, Friday evenings during my chow time, so I try to hurry up and eat and deal with the heartburn while I'm listening to them. So, but no, those two channels nominated me for this I Am A Wargamer, and I sat there and I had to think about it. Am I truly a wargamer? And right now, the situation and all that, it'll be more of a solo gamer. Don't really have any friends that are into this. I got into this really late. I'm gonna be 47 in December, and I've been into this for about a year and a half, 2 years, but truly dived into it 5, 6, 7 months ago. I don't know. Really got serious into it to where I'm reading books and learning some of the rules and all that. And I'm actually seriously going to have a table put in my man cave here. I'm not going to do the big 4x8 or whatever. I mean, I got the space and some to do it, but it's just too big, too gaudy. Probably do like a 4x4, something for skirmishes and all that. So, yeah, where do we start? Let's start with the questions, eh? What got you into the hobby? Well, what got me into the hobby was two knuckleheads and Rocky's War Room, Matt. So they really hook, line, sinker, I guess you'd say, got me really into it. So hold on, scratch that. I started off into the scale model kit hobby when I was about 7 years old or so. Got into that stuff and started building model kits. I was kind of lucky enough that my mom, she was a point of sales at Kmart in the back, doing runs the numbers and stuff. So she would always see what products coming first before they hit the shelves, and she'd be able to get us model kits or whatever. And at the time, I'm okay to say this, but in 1981, that's when my oldest sister was murdered, and she and my dad would gave us model kits to keep our minds off it. We didn't fully understand what was all happening, but and that was the start of it. And then time goes by, teenager, hobby goes away, chasing girls, playing sports, all that stuff, and then get back into it when I was about 36, 37, around there. And finger got away here. So make this quick, Brian. Ran across a couple, model kit guys and some model kit builders, and there were some guys that had their own little miniature studio channels and all that. Cloverleaf Studios. Engineer Jeff was big at the time. Oh gosh, I can't remember who was. I think it was Gamza. He's now doing video games or whatever now, but I think he was into it, doing a trash train and all that kind of stuff. I started dabbling into it, and I did a couple Terminators, and I thought it was pretty dang cool. And then I ran across the Knuckleheads and Matt. And I just said in the previous here, this is just a little interruption of my video here because I wasn't too clear about it. And it's just like, now I'm really digging this, because as a kid, I love watching the Army movies and, movies that dealt with, like, Ben-Hur movies, movies like that, the big epic army movies you find out there, of all kinds, modern warfare, ancient stuff like that, and then seeing this stuff happening, I'm like, well, this is really neat. And the other thing is, you guys build the models and stuff, and get to play with them. Where scale model guys, we build the kits, and then it just sits there on the shelf and collects dust. And so I was like, well, shoot, I'm gonna dabble in this. So that's, it came across other channels, Frost and Fist, Rocky's War Room, and those guys are the ones that got me into really, really deep. So thanks, guys. I'm broke now, but anyways, okay. This was just a tidbit of that. That's how I got into it. And now back to the regular show. Cut. Just been buying all sorts of games. Not just started off obviously with the Warhammer 40k. My orcs, my green tide, my green skins. Love them. Will always love them. You could do all kinds of things with them. So and played probably about 4 or 5 games. That's about all I did. So, anyways, so it's up to you if you want to call me a wargamer or not and stuff. So and now I'm hooked into this Beyond the Gates of Antares game. Something about it has just caught my eye, and I'm really hooked into it. I actually bought a book that has some background, some stories about, some authors did 10 stories or whatever about the Antares, and there's another book. There's about total of 3 books so far, another one coming out, I think. So yeah, it's got lore behind it, just like it's not grim dark like Warhammer though, 40k and all that. But yeah, so thanks to the knuckleheads and Matt, been spending my money on this stuff, and it's Warhammer, Beyond the Gates of Antares, Wrath of Kings. Just bought a box of Warlords of Erewhon, the Skeleton Warriors. Looking at SPQR, Hail Caesars, Black Powder, Revolutionary War. Now looking at some westerns and stuff, which would fit well here since I'm in Arizona, and Tombstone's just down the way here. So not really down the way, but about 2.5, 3 hours south of me here. So yeah, and I'd never look back. I love it. I'm in it, and I have a passion for it, and I still do build model kits. I have 2 builds I'm going to be doing for group builds for some special builders, and I enjoy that. I still enjoy building model kits too. So they kind of go hand in hand. So it's in the same genre: styrene, plastic crack, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, where do I see my channel in 5 years? I see it right here. Right here. If it grows, it grows. I don't really worry too much about the subs or the friends I come along with that I meet during this is cool. The channel, I may try to put a couple other series in there if I can. I try to split it up. So I'm trying to bring back my Toss to Bones that I used to do with my older YouTube channel, Tommy Dog Scale Model Freak. That was my older channel. I deleted it. Don't need to go into it. 100 some subs, whatever. I deleted it. I had a major burnout, and I got impulsive and just hit the delete button, and I was done. So here I am now, mini warm up, and I'm enjoying it. Mini warm up, it's perfect. It goes with everything. The channel's not gonna be like no Idic Beer. I mean, that guy, he's a madman. He's a mad Necron dude.
It's a madhouse! A madhouse!
I mean, the guy just puts videos out right and left. So, guy has some dedication to do that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So 5 years, hopefully a little bit more growth, and a little bit better, and at painting, and maybe somewhere down the road there'll be a battle report. But like I said, it's going to be probably solo gaming for me. I tried once not too long ago, would take my orcs down to just do a skirmish. It was just a 500 point dread boys and knobs. I think that's what it was. But anyways, and it's all teenagers and maybe young early 20s. I come up there and I put my army up there on the side of the table, like the older folk would understand this, like putting a quarter on top of an arcade game. Like, I got next, man. So he looked at me like, it was their own group of friends, so it was like, you know, and they were the only ones in that place. So I just slowly, you know, just held back and just watched them play and learn and stuff. So I understand that, man. 40-some-year-old guy coming in, hey. So no worries. But I'm enjoying it. It's great. Advice for new hobbyists joining the YouTube game, the YouTube community. There's this thing called monetization out there, and it seems like a lot of people are attracted by, well, if I make these videos and keep making them to a point where I can get monetized, I'm going to make bank. Well, to tell you from experience from my Tabletop scale model channel that I had, it was monetized and I was bringing money in, but it ain't the money you think it is. And I'll be honest, I probably brought in 2 months, maybe around, well, my limit was you have to reach a peak, past a breaking point. If I don't know what it is now, but I had it at $100. Well, I was doing the $100 after every 2 months. It got to that point. Sometimes it took 3 or 4 months. So you know, if you're looking at a way of, if you do succeed at that, and you know, and you start getting around that, I can see it's helpful to buy paints and, you know, stuff like that. I have no problem with anyone monetizing. I mean, we live in the United States, people. We're capitalistic, or, you know, capitalist. That's just what it is. And so I have no problem with people monetizing their channels. I just don't understand why some people think that's an issue, and I don't see it. If you love your hobby, do what you love, the money will follow, is a saying. But you know, I think it's great. So just, you gotta go into it. You have to be passionate. If you have a passion for this stuff, you're gonna do just fine. If you're gonna fake it or something, people will know about it or spot it out. So you just gotta love what you're doing, and have fun with it. So don't be scared to do a video. I mean, look at me right now. I'm acting like an idiot. Just all you need is a cell phone camera, and I bought a little $8 cell phone tripod thing you put on the desk. That's what I'm using right here, and just go to town. I like to keep my videos close to 10 minutes or less, which I'm getting close to the 10-minute mark right now. So, alrighty, that's my advice. Just do it, and if you love it, everything's gonna go easy. It's gonna go smooth stuff. So, but if you're doing it for the numbers and all that, you're gonna get frustrated. So, pick 3. First one I pick is gonna be Rocky's War Room. Matt, you need to make this video because I am very interested on how you started up and all that. And he's got a great channel. He's usually every Saturdays he has a live feed out there, and he usually has a special guest on quite a bit of them. Sometimes it's just a ramble, but he usually has a special guest that's in the hobby, in the industry, whatever. And it's really cool. And it's not your typical, it's like shoot the breeze kind of stuff, and you know, a hangout. It's just an actual hangout. So check Rocky's War Room out, and Matt, and he's got, and that live feed, the guys he's got on there are pretty cool. So, and then number 2 is going to be Big D. Yes, Big D, I called you out. GameCraft Dragon. GameCraft Dragon started his channel off in terrain, and he still does terrain. So he still does wargaming terrain and all that stuff. And he has tons of armies, and he knows the game of Warhammer 40k. He's basically like a historian. You know, so yeah, GameCraft Dragon. Check him out, and big deal. Make a video. And then the third one, I just came across him. Fairly new. He's been around for a year. I don't know what. He doesn't have many subs, and I don't understand it. Nice guy and all that in the videos. Anax Tabletop Gaming, David Moffat. He just broke 150 subs. David, I'm calling you out. I'm not even sure if you're going to see this or not. So I just subbed to your channel just a few days back. So, and I think you got some good content there. And you did a live feed there. I enjoyed the live feed, the little paint with me stuff. Where, you know, that's great. And so I think that's great. So similar to Pete with Mini Warzone, on the bench with Pete. So, but anyways, those are my three: Rocky's War Room, GameCraft Dragon, and Anax Tabletop Gaming, David Moffat. You guys are now. Oh crap! I forgot the saying. Anyways, you're called out. Make a video. Alrighty. Spud, Petito. Thank you for the I Am Wargamer response video thing, whatever. I think it's great. Showing them mad love for you here. So this does not make me a wargamer though. I guess, but I'm supporting them because they're cool. Spudster and Chili Network's great. So he's so posh. I guess is what it is. So, but alrighty, man. You guys take care. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And thanks for the shout out there, BlackHawk Tabletop Gaming, Paul, and Frost and Fist, Mythos and Al. Thank you for allowing me to be one of you guys, I guess. So if that's okay, if it's okay with you guys, so you guys take care. Bye.
Hey, you. Are you a wargamer? Are you a wargamer? Hey, you. Psst, psst, psst. Hey, Pat. Hey. Oh, you little